All right, so I just wanted to go over my garage, do a little update video because I haven't done one in a year, and also just to explain the backstory of some of my cars, especially do it now before I forget. So the last time I did this was during the SC18 Grand Prix, the rerun the second time. So it's been a year from there, and I'll just go over some of the new cars. I'm not gonna go through everything because I'll just put a link to my first video in the description. So I have all these guys here. So these ones are gold because it doesn't require epics, but there's a lot of them that I could gold, but I don't want to waste my TC because I'm not gonna use it. I'm still hoping that they add new cars to the garage and then to the legend shop for free, then I could just spend everything on that. So for D class, there's nothing really that special except for this guy. So I got this from the Grand Prix and I got a gold, which is crazy because there was 3 guaranteed epics and the other 5 was just from the random chance packs you get from the different rounds and stuff like that. So I got really lucky. I'm probably never gonna gold a car from a Grand Prix again. So this car's really good. The only issue is this drifting. So it's not I get to use it. I use it all the time, but I'll admit that the drifting isn't that great. Usually I just use the Porsche Taycan. Even this car, I don't have any epics for this, but even this car, since the drifting is better than the Volkswagen, sometimes I even use this. Right now, this car is bugged. It's super fast right now. It's gonna get patched eventually, a few months from now. So everyone uses this car, but I don't have it because we missed out on the first key hunt. So there was only one key hunt, and I couldn't grind from 1 star to 4 stars just in that 1 week that time. See these cars here? I don't have any of these gold or even fully upgraded. I mainly use this car. So for this, yeah, I'm not gonna spend tokens on this card. So this guy, so it was during a time where I was trying to take a break from this game. I bought a legend pass for the season, but later on, not right away. So I missed out on golding it. I have 5 epics. I got this card to 2 stars. It's almost 3 stars in the Grand Prix without spending anything. If I bought the Legend Pass earlier, then I probably I would have got a 3 stars, but I didn't want to spend at the time, even though I came right back to spending. So I got it to almost 3 stars, and then I just maxed it because it's it's a king. It's an elite class. It's it's for C class, but it's only 1 car I'm spending on, right? I could use this in in classic or slipstream, but usually slipstream I would rather use this car just because since the slipstream the low acceleration doesn't matter, and then the other stats are better. Even in this one, I just have 4 epics. I put them in these acceleration handling just because it just feels easier to drive. It's not the extra top speed is gonna matter. This car and this car is still better. So for B class, anything noteworthy? I'm slowly building up this car because it's gonna be used in the next season. But nothing beyond that, nothing special. This guy, these car hard rides are so hard. I didn't get any epics today. Claiming my reward. So this guy, We just had this in the season. So Global is a Grand Prix car, but we had it as an Unleashed car. And usually when there's like an Unleashed, like there's a key car that Global had like an event for, and we get an Unleashed, it's probably like better for us because it's more guaranteed. Unless you're really skilled. If you're really skilled, then you would have won it from the Grand Prix anyways. But like I'm not skilled like that. I got 3 epics, 2. Okay, 1 in top speed, 2 in acceleration, and 1 in, I don't know why I did that. I can't remember what I was thinking. Maybe all I need is 1 in top speed because it with Nitro it equals a certain like it's already the max top speed. Like if I put 1 more epic in top speed, maybe the top speed in Nitro isn't actually any higher. And this car is very similar stats to the Huracan. Huracan's technically better, but since this is like a newer car, I kind of like using it just because like it's more rare, and the Nitro's still good enough. Like the Huracan has Super Nitro, so like this Nitro's fine. The acceleration is better, handling's almost the same. Top speed is like slightly lower, but so that's the only knock on it. I got more epics than the last time. I think I got 5. Yeah, handling doesn't have any. This car, I think it's coming up again. Like we missed it in the first time around because they skipped your season, but it's coming up. This car, I got some from the event, some from the Legend Pass, some BP from the multiplayer rewards, but like I'm not gonna waste tokens unlocking that guy. This is the same as before. This is the same as before. Again, this is the same thing with the Essenza. It was a special event car, but we got it as an Unleashed, so it's way easier to unlock it. And they're skipping the anniversary. They're postponing the anniversary season to October. Normally, like Global had it like the next season that's coming, but our anniversary isn't at that. It's not. I think it's ours is like October. So either I feel like they're just gonna like transplant the season from now to like later on. I doubt they'll maybe they'll do like slight changes, but I feel like if they'll probably do the same thing. Like, but you never know. Like now, Game Loft switches it up more more times than before when it was like very rare for them to change or modify events from Global. But if they do everything exactly the same, I should have I think I need 2 plus. I need 5 epics, and I think you could get that from the season with Legend Pass, the Grand Prix, multiplayer, and like the SE event itself. I think so. This is like kind of like a Porsche Carrera, but like faster and less nitro. So for A class, so this car, this is the first Grand Prix car like I wasn't even trying for, and I won. I haven't won that many Grand Prix cars. I've never won I never like unlocked a car from the Grand Prix reward like packs, like the key packs that you randomly get. I've either outright won a car, or I've just like bought like the key packs and from like the actual like shop and won it that way. Like I think there's a or they got rid of, okay, that thing's done. The revenge, I can't pronounce it. So this one, like I didn't care about the car. I kind of sandbagged, but really I wasn't even like gonna do anything. Like I was just gonna like skip it kind of thing where I just do like a run and touch drive. But I just happened to win the first round, and I'm like, okay, if nobody else is good, and I did them in 1 star. So I did the first round, 1 star, I got first. Same thing in the second round. Eventually I 2-starred a car, and I just kept winning. So I won outright, and which is kind of a good thing because like this car isn't that like the car isn't good, but for like what it is, it feels pretty good. Like it feels fast. Like the acceleration feels good, even though it's like 74. It's still so like I'm never really probably gonna use it, but it's still it's low rank. It's like a low tier car, but for what it's worth, it's all right. So there's gonna be another Pagani SE, like the B class car, and this is one of the support cars. So normally, I only go for like SE cars if I don't have to like spend that much on support cars, and if the support cars are cars that I want to go for anyways. So since I won this in the Grand Prix, I don't mind spending on it. Plus, I want to max the Avia, and I gotta take this to 4 stars. So hopefully I don't max the Avia like too fast. I want to have like extra BP, but if I max this and 4 star the other car and 2 star the Grand Prix car that comes in that season, which you could do that for free, then I'll be able to like get to the final stage that requires a max Avia. I still won't get to the very end of the event to do the contest unless I also 4 star this other car coming up, but I don't think I'm gonna do that because it's only 1 star. What the hell? Oh, it's not even unlocked. So I'll need like 8 or 9 like blueprints just to unlock the Pagani, assuming they don't change anything, which who knows what they'll do. But then I'll be fine. Then I'll unlock it, and then I'll decide if I want to take it to 2 stars or not. But I probably won't go higher than that. And apparently it comes back in like multi-packs if I really care. The Pagani R. Okay, so nothing special here. This guy. So I already had some blueprints. So what I did is I did the entire Starway. I collected the last set of blueprints, but I didn't upgrade it. I mean, I didn't like start it up. So now I have an extra 18. So when it comes back a second time, when I get the last amount of like blueprints, I'll have enough to get it to 6 stars and max it. Then I'll do the same process with the Speedtail. And then that's how you get it for free, basically. I don't know if there's packs once you hit 5 stars, because I never saw packs for it in the store even. I don't have a lot of Grand Prix cars. Like most of them are locked, and I never had like luck unlocking a car from the reward packs. I maxed that with this season. It was at like 4 stars. SC20 was at 2 stars. I got that to 4, and then I maxed the Senza. These guys are the same. There was a multi-pack. No, first there was like a Senna Unleashed, and Global had a multi-pack, but for some reason we got like Senna solo packs, so I maxed the Senna, and then like a couple days after the event already started, then they brought back the multi-pack with the Carrera, Tributo, and Senna, and even though my Carrera was maxed, I would have like spent on it just to like start it up, because I only needed 10 more blueprints, but since I already maxed the Senna, I didn't bother. It was a bit of waste. So this is like my favorite car. It feels real good. The acceleration is high. Even the handling is high, so the drifting is really good too. I know that drifting handling aren't the exact same thing, but like the drifting is really good along with the handling. The only bad thing is the nitro. But I was able to get the decal, and I got 14 epics from a special event. Which who knows if I'll ever do a special event where I get 14 epics again. Like I was like prepping for this special event for so long. So I basically golded everything except handling is 2. Now, if they keep everything the same with the anniversary event, with the Venom like special event rerun, there's 3 epics, so I just need 2 to gold it. But if they change the order around, we'll get this rerun first. Mine's already gold, but I'm going to do the whole thing to get the decal. And then this will be so either this car or this car, the Remac, will be my first like car that's gold and I have the decal for. and also like that a car that I won from a special event. But I don't think I even have any other gold decaled cars. This guy maxed it. This one, like another time when I thought about quitting the game, so I spent all my tokens on Tech Rule key packs and I didn't unlock it. So I quit the game for a week, but I still came back. So this car, this currently Elite Grand Prix. So one thing you should know, like if you want this car maxed, but like you're not sure if you want to get the key, but you know you want it for sure for some reason, you can max it now for the solo packs because it's cheaper. And then this card comes back like almost a year from now, and you could get the key. You just have to like it's a Chrysler special event. You have to have all this other support cards and get all the conditions, but you could guarantee the key. But this card comes back in a multi-pack, so it's gonna be more costly. So keep that in mind. This guy's maxed. This one, so the thing is, remember, they skipped the Euro season and they did like a partial Italian season. But the thing is, there were so many delays. They said they were going to do half the Italian season, but they kept delaying it like 2 or 3 weeks. So they could have just done the special event. Like they're so like, I don't know, disorganized. So I got it to 2 stars. Like the only way to get this car is either spend tons of tokens on like I think the GT Citroen or some other random car that was like super expensive, or you pay money to like just get enough blueprints to unlock the car. Once you unlock the car, you can buy the packs. But if you like from the actual event, like if you didn't like spend on the other random support cars, you would have got like 2/3 there, but you wouldn't have been able to actually do it. And actually these packs came out and like I think for like the first hour or half an hour or something where like it wasn't locked. So I know, like, I'm not gonna say who, but like I know a few people who like maxed out this car in like the first like half an hour. The packs weren't condition locked. So that's another thing now. Sometimes you'll either see a situation like that where it's locked, it's unlocked, or you'll have a situation with like the Countach where there was a Sesto event and like a Sesto event and the Via event where you had more than 150 conditions. So this car became, these packs became unlocked and you could just buy it. But now it's locked. Now, Gameloft decided that like this season was so bad and like the season passed, and even on global is really bad. Like they're just, being greedy, trying to get money. They did the same thing, but the people complained, and like obviously people were gonna complain. Like they knew people were gonna complain, so I don't know why they waited till people complained. They just tried to get as much money first, and then they gave everyone the key. But that still didn't even rectify everything. And like the best, like the hardest part of this season pass was to get the key. So like they gave it to people. There are some people who are like completionists and they want to complete like every legend pass mission. They still couldn't do that. I didn't really care about that. And the thing is too is like going for this car, I never really had to spend on anything I didn't want to spend on. Like I just spent on the Raging Bull pack, so the SE18, the SE20, and the Senza. So I spent on those cars because I wanted to spend on those cars, and technically that's all I had to really do. Like I tried to be extra prepared, so like I like bought some extra packs with money, but I actually didn't even need to do that. So technically I just wasted my money, but like that's nothing new with this game anyways. But the thing is they gave everyone the key, which is fine, but if you were already on track to get the key, you didn't really get anything, except I'll say that they gave everyone the key after the packs became locked. So the only people that would have like went for this, like only people who would have bought these packs were people who were planning on going for the car anyways. So I'm glad I got the 5 stars. If I had more tokens, I would have took it at 6 stars. I have like 5,700 now, but like when I finished getting it to 6 stars, I had 2 tokens left. This was like a week ago, and I was slightly short, but I got it from the club milestones. So the club milestones helped me. That's why I have like 3 extra. And when this card comes back, I think it comes back in a multi-pack, but I know like there's the Revolto special event. It's in a multi-pack with the Cyan and the Terzo. My Terzo's already gold, but my Cyan is 5 stars, so I'll probably like max the Cyan and this car to get it to 6 stars. I put all 3 epics I have, and the thing is, I wasn't even caring about this car, so there was like a multiplayer, like a MP2 with a Countach like epic, but I didn't even bother like grinding because I didn't like I didn't think I was ever gonna like use this car. I thought I might get it at a couple stars and that's it. And this 5 stars to start at like okay, like they're good enough to use, but really since my garage is already decent, like this car, like I'm not really gonna use this car until I get it to 6 stars because the acceleration is okay, but I want it to be higher. Speed's okay, but like I could use my Valhalla if I want speed. I could use my Rimac if I want acceleration. Like at least the handling is gonna be good at 6 stars. Like even 77 is fine. And I guess the big use of this car is the nitro because at 6 stars it's gonna be like 70 something. But the Valhalla has low nitro. This guy has low nitro. Amola's decent nitro. The handling isn't as nice as these other 3 cars. Like this guy, and this guy has nice handling. Tech Rules has nice nitro and acceleration. And just the top speed is the lowest out of all these guys. But any of these 5 cars are good. Amola is fast. Even at 4 stars, it's like super fast, especially in the elite class because it's like a top speed oriented track. And apparently the drifting on the Mola is really good too. So this car's really good. Acceleration is like the lowest out of all of these cars though. So I would only use it for like slipstream really if I have all these other cars. These guys, see, I could gold these, but there's no point. Like I'm never gonna use them. And if they're ever using some type of special event or daily event, sometimes it's like a free try gold anyways. Or sometimes you would just need a max. Like these cards, you're never gonna need these cards gold. And if we do have to use them gold, like we would know in advance. Like right now, we kind of know what the events in global are gonna be, and if any car is required to be gold. But so far, there hasn't been anything that's gonna be required to be gold. And then I keep some cars in the star up like thing in case I need to like. If it's a Legend Pass mission and I wanted to do it right away instead of like waiting a couple of days. Because like, yeah, there's always going to be a Grand Prix car. There's always going to be like a free car hunt car. So even if you're like free to play, you should always still be able to like start up a car like eventually. And I technically still have the Regera and the Vanda that I don't even have maxed yet. This guy I won. Like they changed the vision of SE from global, and global you could just do multiplayer and just get BP every day, and you could just like 2-star the car or even 3-star the car for free. This time they didn't do it like that. I got really close though, but I didn't actually unlock it. And I could have like bought BP for tokens, like 200 tokens, and it still would have been enough. I'm glad I didn't try that because the last Club Clash, I got 8 blueprints, so it was enough for me to unlock it. This guy I golded because there was like a brief period in time when we still had the credit heist before autoclaim, and I never had my Bugatti Chiron maxed. I didn't even have it maxed. So I golded this car just to, because I started out from like a multi-pack, the BOS packs. But that's why I had trade coin, so I used it. This guy we had an unleashed, and I don't think global had an unleashed. So I got 3/4 of the blueprints from like the special event. I didn't spend any like tokens on it or anything, but then I got the rest from that. Same thing with this guy. We had random like a time limit event, And then we had an Unleashed event, so that's how I started. Like I unlocked it just from the Unleashed event. From the special event, I didn't like unlock it. I just got some BP. I didn't spend any tokens. Most cars I don't spend tokens on. Most cars are honestly like not worth spending on. Either the only reason to spend on the car is if it's really good in its class, or you just happen to personally like that one car or the brand name or something like that. Or the third reason is like if you get like 90% there and you only have to spend like 3,000-4,000 to like unlock a car, then do it, because that's actually pretty cheap. Like 2,000-3,000. That's what I did with the Tributo. I got really close from it. Like I wasn't planning on going for it, but it was so close that I only had to buy a couple packs to do it. So that's what I did. This guy, it was skipped in the Euro season. I think there was some Unleashed, but I never had the proper cars, so all I got was 11 blueprints. This guy, I don't even, who knows if like I've been playing for 3 years. Maybe it'll take me another 3 years to unlock this car unless they add it to the free shop. Because I don't really play multiplayer like that hard. So most of these I think all these blueprints are coming, like most of them came from like when I buy like a 10-pack of other cars in the shop, and you just happen to get the one random like blueprint. This guy, so in global they had a regular Batista special event, which was apparently really easy. You could get like 3 stars or 2 stars without spending. We never had that, and they never gave us a makeup event or anything. They went straight into the second event that Global had, which was like a special event, but it was more pay to win. Like, and like you would have to get like I think there was regular packs, but in order to, like, you would get 60 blueprints from the actual Legend Pass itself as a final reward. So I got 60 from that, and I got like another 23 from the actual special event. But I didn't want to spend any tokens on this event, so I couldn't like make it past like 25. Like I couldn't get the 25 blueprints. I think I had the Torah, but I guess I had like one car was a max or whatever. Like I just couldn't get past the stages. Like there's no point. This one, I think there was the first special event, but I was still new to playing, so like I wasn't really that good, and I didn't plan. I didn't know what I was doing, so like I didn't really, make the most out of it. Same thing with this car, but like eventually maxed and golded it. So that's why, since this is gold, the Chiron, I didn't really care about the Regura. All these blueprints are from like either a daily event that gave like 1 or 2 blueprints. There was like a billions event where like there was a billion followers or something in all the social media, or I don't know what it was, a billion downloads. They gave some from the original SE, a lot from special from the Legend shop, or if you buy like a 10-pack and get something. Then the special event came, I got like, I don't know, 40 plus blueprints. So I only need like 16 to max it. Now, when I see in the shop, I don't always buy. Like I usually don't buy. I usually spend like the 25K. So I don't have anything here, so I didn't buy anything yet. And I'm saving my trade coins. But now that auto claim finally came, I could, and the thing is, before, like when I was like taking a break from the game, like I don't play like the credit heist like all the time. I just do like the daily missions and like get the 5 tokens for each thing and then stop playing, right? So that's why like I didn't want to spend all my credits. So when the blueprints came for Vanda or Regera, I don't always buy, like usually don't buy it. Like 80% of the time, 85% of the time I don't buy it. But now with autoclaim, I'm starting to buy it more. So I probably like max the Regera eventually. I have a bunch of epics, but like I'm gonna slowly upgrade it. Like it's gonna be a while before I upgrade it. This one, I got some blueprints from the Legend Pass. That's it though. I don't buy anything recently. This guy, there was like blueprints from the SE, some random like BOS multi-packs. There's like Memorial Day or July 4th or whatever. They gave like 1 or 2 blueprints. So I've been like slowly accumulating it. There was some random event like a couple days ago, like those like joke events where you have to do like 20 like crashes. Like I didn't bother doing it. Like I just did some of them, So I'll probably unlock this car like either next year for the next July 4th or some random like event where they give one free BP or two free BPs. Like either 1 year from now or 2 years from now. That's when I'll upgrade that car. Packs came out. I'm not wasting tokens on that car. It's gonna be useless anyways, unless you like the car, right? This guy, I finally I maxed it like after New Year's. You know how they had this like the crazy time where there was like Jesco, Tuatara, Chiron, and Venom packs. I spent on the Jesco. I spent the max on the Tuatara, which is fine. But then like a couple of days later, they give us the Venom packs. I spent all of my tokens because I'm like, Global never had this event, and this isn't a key card either. So you just long as you unlock it, you unlock it. If I had more tokens, I would have maxed it. I didn't because I spent it on the Tuatara and Jesco, which I don't mind because like if I'm not gonna get the Venom for some other card, like those are the only two cards that are like worth it, right? This is max, so I have that for elite class. Like I only want to have for elite class S. Is so like pay to win. Like look at all these key cards, right? Like these are all like drive syndicate cards basically. This is the only like, and this special event is super hard. This one, it wasn't that hard, but it was pay to win. Unless you bought the key packs because you needed the legend pass, and so yeah, every like elite class C, B, A, I have a bunch of cards, but for S class I'm only gonna have one. I don't know what they're having in global because right now in global, the Tuatara is out. If they bring back the Venom, then I'll just wait for the Venom to come back and like I'll 6-star it. So I'll only be missing out on like the elite class like 6-star rewards for like a few cycles. And see when they bring this back in global, they never had packs. Who knows what they'll probably follow the same thing with the Switch, but like at least I'll 5-star it. And then I have 2 epics I'm saving. So once I 5-star it, I could apply it into like acceleration and nitro. Yeah, one, and then I have one in nitro. So that's it for this little update. Let's look at this guy. So what epics I have. I mean, I don't think this stuff really matters. You could really calculate that on your own. So I have most of these I can't apply because my stars are too low. And then a few of them I'm saving. Like I'm saving these guys, the Venom. This, the star is too low. Rigera, I mean, I have to spend credits to upgrade it. So like that's really it's not a priority. Who knows? A year from now I might not even still have it. But I have like 2 or 3 epics already applied. So at least that's like halfway. These are the most amount of epics I got from my special event that like I didn't care about. Like obviously I got more from the Remac, but like in terms of a card I don't have, Mazanti, and I think one was from a Burst of Speed or something. Yeah, see the Ultima RS. Technically, if you like played every single event, you could have unlocked it because it wasn't that hard. I think they changed it a bit, so I don't know if you needed a Legend Pass or not. But I was taking a break from playing, so I didn't bother like doing it. That's the reason why my McLaren GT isn't gold. This guy, I don't know how I got like random blueprints, and then there's like a holiday pack for like Christmas time where there's like 3 random blueprints, and that helped me unlock it. Veneno, I didn't actually unlock the Veneno from a special event because in global it was technically like you could unlock it without spending tokens, but on the Switch version they made it slightly harder where like I got really close, but I couldn't do it. And then I even decided, okay, it's close enough, let me spend tokens. I spent tokens, I got 3 blueprints, like who cares, like I still didn't bother like spending any more. These are some epics, so yeah, I'll apply these epics when I get a chance. This car, see, and even with the tech rolls, like I remember I quit the game after spending all those tokens on the key packs. So I started up. I could have got another epic, but like, I didn't even bother playing. Same thing happened with the Senna. Yeah, so most of these I can't apply. I'm waiting for, I'm going to max the Via and then I'm going to apply this epic. I already have 2 epics in acceleration, so I have 3 in acceleration. Like, that's what I care about the most is acceleration. I have 2 extra because mine's already gold. This is kind of like a trophy. I can't remember. I must have won 2 extra from some event or something. Maybe multiplayer. What is this crap? Okay, and then quickly with the garage level. So if your garage level is 25 million and you had 20 people in your thing, that's in your club. That's 500 million, right? But I don't have that. I mean, I could probably join a higher club, but I don't. Right now, I'm just playing quote unquote casually. So that is that. Career 100%, and I didn't use the British season thing. There's a thing in the British tour that I want to keep it exactly like 100%. I don't want these extra British season. Just note to anyone who like knows the history, like apparently there was some like bug where like I already completed this, but there was some update or patch where it kind of like deleted it. So technically you could have higher than 100%. So 1, 2, 3, there's 4 extra flags. So there was a time where like the Tuatara was like I needed to card for career mode. So some people did this instead. So they were missing that race, but they got this, like they were missing that flag, they got this one. So it's still set at 100%. But now they changed it, so now you don't need the Tuatara. See, this is what Game Loft does. They keep it rare. So for like a whole year and some change, they never brought back the Tuatara. You need the Tuatara for career mode. They let everyone spend money or tokens unlocking the Tuatara, and then like a month or 2 later, then they change the career mode so that you don't actually need it. So they milked all the money they can. And then they're like, okay, well, you know what? Like, if someone's new, like, there's no way they're gonna get this car, so they made it free. So they'll do it like after the fact. Eventually, they'll make things like fine. Okay, so that's everything, and I don't know why I'm showing you this. Maybe I get something fancy. Nope, Lancer. There we go. Okay, that's it.